and make it look right, even though the person who's showing you, me, is not a professional, whatever I'm doing. Hey, I was a contractor. Okay, push it on there. Let's see, I can go this whole thing. Look at that. Hardly anything. That almost looks perfect as it is, but I can see where I can do a little bit better. I'm going to squeeze on there the same pressure all the way. And I'm keeping my finger, I don't press my finger into that joint all the way. I keep it out just a hair and then push it over to the base and then I go. That way I have a nice little bead there. I don't want that bead so small that it's not really going to stick to the floor. You know what I mean? Or not have it look right. Okay, so now I've just got my finger wet on the edge. I'm cleaning off the floor. And it's so good. There's hardly anything on there. Okay, there you go. You can do that too. Hey, I've done it a bit more than you probably, and it's just a matter of practice. Okay, the only way you're going to know is to watch, learn, and then get out there and do it. You know, you can't do anything on the couch, being a couch potato or anything. I go around the corner. See, I'm not doing anything special getting it on there, other than just moving it back and forth and getting it exactly where I want it. Keeping my finger, I'm holding my finger out as much as I did before. Okay? Just a little. Now I'm looking at that. In relation to that, that line's good. This one could maybe get depressed just a hair more, so I'm just going to press in at the bottom with my finger. That's all. Okay, that's good. Right there. I'm liking that. Now, getting it wet, cleaning off the floor only. Okay, there. Just like that to Mundo. Okay, and so now to do this over here. See, now I got to do it with my left hand. And I need to do it in about the same fashion as I did going from right to left. Oh, it's just, you get used to it after a while backhanding it. It looks like that little piece of baseboard's got to be painted too, but I'm gonna caulk it. Now see, the caulking, that base was just a little high on the floor, and so I had to squirt in a little extra in there because it went underneath. Okay, so now same thing, about the same angle as before. Wipe that off. You can see the line is pretty good from there. I don't think I want to do any more with that. And yeah, that line looks nice. Okay. This one I can just clean off the floor right there. Right there. And if it looks like you need to put on a little bit more, you may, you can do, you can. Stand back and look at that. And that looks good. Now, right here, I can see where I'm just going to put a little bit on the base. Not a lot. I don't think I'm gonna mess with it. Maybe just a little bit right there. Because this part of the base has to be repainted. So when I get ready to repaint that, I'm just gonna go down and cut it in at the bottom. I'm not gonna try to paint over the baseboard because I don't, over the caulking on the floor, because I want all this caulking on the floor to look the same, look nice and even. And eventually, you know, that caulking could get discolored a little bit depending how long you go without wiping your floors down and mopping your floors and all that kind of stuff. You go around every, you know, 6 months. After 6 months to a year or something, you could spray that with not WD-40. Oh, brother. You could spray that with Simple Green, your caulking, and rinse it off if you want to keep it nice and clean. You know, or clean your baseboards, spray them down with Simple Green, get the top edge. There'll be all kinds of lint there. You can wipe it all, and then you can concentrate on getting your floor, and you'll get your caulking to look a lot cleaner, you know, and get white again if it starts discoloring. It'll start discoloring because it got dirty. Okay, there. All right, well, that's all I got. Oh, actually, I got to do one more thing. There's a couple more things I'm going to do. I'm going to caulk between this and the tub, whereas before they had clear silicone there. It was getting loose and it was discolored and kind of pulling away, kind of at where the door was at the first of the shower and down over here on this end. So I'm going to caulk that with white, and then right where this white line was, the clear silicone was loose, and so I cleaned that off and scraped that out. So I'm going to put a little bead of white caulking right there and over on this other side. I still got a little bit of work to do, and I'll show you that when I'm done. You saw me get that line in there right there, and all of this over here around the base there, around this outside wall edge over there. That all turned out really good. And I see one dark spot too. See right in there? Right above where I've got the caulking. Right in there. When I scraped off the caulking and stuff, there was a little bit of caulking up higher, and I scraped that off. So see, what I need to do is just put just a thin little bit of caulking right there, and I'll do that at the same time I do this after this is dry, and I can blend that right in, right there, using my techniques and stuff, and that'll go away. All right, good to go. Thanks again for joining me. That's all I have for this time, but I'll be back with more videos. And what am I going to show you next? I just have no idea, but here's one thing I noticed. This over here, look at this cover plate is loose, and when I look at it, I see that the screws are tight, but you know, the plug is, oh, cute. Oh, how does that, that's funky. And see, look at, it's a GFI, but when I push it, it's loose, and it's sticking at a cattywampus angle. See, this side is sticking out of the wall further than that. Well, maybe that's what I'll show you next time. I'm gonna have to put that on my list and show you how to tighten that up next time. Of course, I'm gonna have to shut the power off and unscrew it and retweak it. I don't know how that stays off. Now I can't get it off. Look. Oh, there. Wasn't coming off. Maybe I'll show you that next time.
So stick around and I'll see you next time.